I'm back with another GoPro mounting tips and tricks video. In this video, I'm going to be showing how to mount your GoPro camera onto a skimboard. To do this, we're going to need a GoPro camera and a suction cup mount, as well as some sort of scraper to take any wax off that you've got on your skimboard. To start, we're going to come up to the front of the board where we want to mount our camera. Mine, I'm going to mount at the front looking back, so to pick up the rider. It's going to be about here, and then I plan to angle the camera up quite a bit. I'm going to set the camera to its widest setting, and I should be able to capture almost all the rider. However, to do this, you'll notice there's a lot of wax on the board here, so I'm going to have to get rid of that before the suction cup mount's going to stick to it. Use my scraper, and very gently, I'm just going to scrape off the wax in that section where I want to put my camera, or check it to make sure that the place I've scraped is big enough. I think that looks pretty good. So go ahead and lock the suction cup mount on there. And you'll see it's pretty sturdy. It's definitely not coming off. I can pick the board up with it like there, and it's very, very solid. One thing to remember when you're using this mount is you are at a beach and it's very sandy when you're skimboarding, so there is a fairly good chance of a lot of sand becoming ingrained in absolutely every piece of the suction cup mount and the GoPro camera housing. Now, that should be okay. The camera's housings are cheap to replace if you somehow damage it. The lenses are okay to replace if you scratch them, but to stop that from happening, or do your best to stop that from happening, what I would recommend is not rubbing the lens ever really with the when the waters, or when if there's sand on it. I would simply dip it into water, and that would be a better way of washing the sand off. If you start rubbing the sand off, you're going to end up scratching a lot of it. And at the end of the day, when you're finished, soak the whole thing in fresh water before you do anything else. Don't try and take, don't open the case until you've taken the whole thing, take it home, put it in a bucket of fresh water, and make sure it's really, really clean. And then I would also undo all of the bolts out of the suction cup mount, like this one. You can completely undo it and take it fully apart, and then again let it soak in fresh water for a little while. The salt water is just killer, especially on the suction cup mount, because it isn't stainless steel. Like the GoPro bolts are all stainless steel, but the suction cup mounts are not. They're just a painted steel. So you will find that they will rust, and that's why it's very important to make sure you get them clean. Thank you guys for watching. This was another GoPro mounting tips and tricks video. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much for watching. And well, while you're a subscriber, you're going to wait for the next video to come out. So in the meantime, check out my channel for lots more videos.